Welcome back, warriors. Well, another channel, another episode of Vigor Warriors 2. I'm waiting for somebody, and so I'm going to kind of do a video while I'm waiting. This one, based on a couple of comments and questions that I had, is going to focus on, and I think it was a movie that I actually saw years ago called The Last Man Standing. So when we talk about The Last Man Standing, it's important to realize that you may be the last person standing when it comes to all this stuff that we're experiencing, and all the stress and all the things that we experience. But before we do that, go ahead and subscribe if you like what we're doing. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, so that's wonderful. We're going to continue to do these because it seems like it's helping a lot of people, a lot of great people from around the world, France, India, in Canada, different places. I'm glad it's helping people, talking about these type of things. I know that it's something that I feel very strongly about now that I'm on my journey, and I'm kind of learning a lot of things about life that's different than I thought. And so I'm happy to kind of share that with you as I see a train going by. I love my trains, so that's one of the things I do is kind of sit here and watch the trains once in a while. And so as we do that, we'll continue on talking a little bit about this. And if it gets in the way, then we'll just kind of stop for a second. But Last Man Standing really talks about how you have to stay strong. And I've had a lot of these situations in my life in which a lot of pressure has been put on me to make decisions, to do things that I didn't feel was correct. And the pressure can be really, really strong. Sometimes it comes from family and friends and people around you who, and sometimes they have their, they feel they have your best interest in their heart, but down deep whether it's right or wrong. And this builds character, in my estimation. You have to be able to kind of stay your ground. Like I did in another video, I said you have to make decisions abruptly and change them slowly. And that's where you become a strong leader. You can't be wishy-washy, saying one thing one time and then the next 10 minutes change and do something else. People sense that weakness in you, and that's really kind of a lack of self-discipline, lack of self-control, and it doesn't allow you to become that strong as time goes on. Now, once again, I believe that retention, we'll open this window for a second, but retention is something that helps you with this journey. And as you become more stronger with this retention, you're able to not be as afraid of consequences and things, and knowing that you have a lot of faith and strength. And so here I'm also praying and meditating a little bit before I wait for the person to come that I'm waiting for. And so once again, the strength is really important. But the last person standing, this is really saying that you're going to stand there until you can't stand any longer. Fight until you can't fight any longer. And who are you fighting against? Well, of course, we're fighting against all the temptations, all the evil, all the satanic types of things that are out there. And I believe there are. After all these years, I believe there's spirits and things that are truly evil, people that really act truly evil. And those type of things happen. And you have to be careful of those things. There's people out there who want to suck your energy for whatever reason. They want attention. Drama people, they want to take your attention. They want you to kind of give them attention. Or people want to have you buy their products. They want you to do the things they want because, they can't stand that if you're standing up to them. There's people that are going to get jealous. There's people that are going to get upset because you're standing for a cause. And once again, you stand for something. You don't fall for everything. Some people who never stand for something, they fall for every little thing comes along. Somebody says something, oh, we got to do this. Somebody says go buy this, they go buy that. And it goes back to products, but it goes back to your character. And the way you build character a lot of times happens through things that don't go well, or standing up for yourself and saying, okay, I'm choosing not to do this, or I'm choosing not to do that. And you're going to get ramifications, right? Because people are uncomfortable. They're not comfortable with you not doing exactly what they're saying. And because of that, they're going to tell you, otherwise. And in times I've been let go from jobs in the past. I've let in situations in the past, relationships in the past, because I basically have said, no, I'm not doing this. And those things happen. Is it painful? Oh yeah, of course it is. You're going to go through some trials and tribulations, and this is what it says in the Bible as well. You're going to go through some trials and tribulations. You're going to go through tough times because you're making a stand. Just because you believe in the Lord, you're going to go through trials. If you have that kind of belief, you're going to go through trials. But the thing is that you're going to be standing, and you're going to be the strong person, because your beliefs are the ones that made you. Building your character, those things are important. And so as you do this, you need to look and say, okay, what do I have to do to become that strong person? Well, I believe solely, and there comes another train coming through, but I believe solely in the retention that starts with retention. Because if you can control yourself with that, that's going to give you more and more confidence to do things, and you're not going to be distracted. And when it comes time to say no or yes, I'm not going to do this, or I'm going to do this, then you can give your word saying, okay, my word is bond, my word is gold, whatever I say, I'm going to do. And you can give your opinion and not worry about what people say, and not get that upset when people don't like you. This is a key, guys. Now I realize I'm 60 years old, and a lot of you are in your 20s, but I still believe that's a good habit to start, that the less you worry about what people think of you, the stronger you're going to become. And they're going to come to you for leadership qualities. They're going to come to you a lot of different things. I'll hang in for a second for the train to go through. But that's kind of the key in trying to build that strength. I'll close windows for a second. But that's the key in trying to build the strength, is to be that last person standing. Now, this is also a mental attitude. And I had this when I played football. I wasn't the biggest person in the world, and I wasn't the strongest person in the world. In fact, I had people outweighing me, when I played linebacker and defensive line and nose guard. I had people, outweighing me for a couple 100 pounds in some cases. But that doesn't stop you. The size doesn't stop you. The weight of the person doesn't stop you, even the strength. It's really a matter of heart and desire that's going to push you through. And you got to keep trying, and you got to keep on the field. And so I always had the attitude back then that you're going to have to knock me out to get me off the field. And I think it's the same thing about life in general. If you're not ready, and you're not strong enough, and you're not prepared to be able to deal with a lot of those type of things, I'm going to open the window again, you're not going to be able to manage and make it through the battlefield in a war. And guys, we're in a war. We are in a war when it talks about, your energy. You're talking about lots of things that we're dealing with in society that can stress you out. People putting restrictions on you, all kinds of different things that are happening. And you've got to be strong as a man. You got to be strong as a man to say that I'm going to battle these people, these energy suckers, these succubuses, all these people, until I can't battle any longer. And you're going to keep doing that until the battle is won. And one day you'll find out that you become stronger and stronger and stronger. And as time goes on, the temptations will be less and less and less. And that's what I'm experiencing now in day 450. I can't remember what it's 55, 56. I have to go back and look. I'm keeping track. Mostly I'm keeping track because I want to kind of list it on, in the videos. But it's really more of a case of I'm not really thinking about it all that much. But I do realize it's easier. So you have to kind of, once again, block out all those things around you that can take away your energy. But you also have to have mentally tough, physically tough, always be in a situation. So for today, for example, I'm doing a day fast, and it's not easy. These things are not easy, guys. Not easy, but it's closer. You're getting closer to the spiritual part, which is part of me. And I believe that retention, I believe all those type of things can get me closer to myself spiritually, inside of myself, and inside as well. So